Hi, I'm Aaron Guy, and I will do an informative speech about pronation. This is my audience. Pronation is the way your foot hits the ground when you are either running or walking. Normal pronation is the perfect, but there's also, which is natural, overpronation and underpronation is also very natural for a person to have, so do not be worried about it. Normal pronation is when your heel hits the ground first, it'd be in the middle mostly of your heel, and then your foot rolls up onto the ball, and then some onto your big toe. This is the best pronation that you can have. Once again, it's like the middle, and that rolls up onto the ball and some of the toe. You want it to roll up about 15% is what's normal. If you want to check to see if you have normal pronation, you can check an old pair of running shoes and see the wear will be mostly in the middle of the back and then up to the front and onto the toe. Another one is overpronation. That is when the inside of your heel hits the ground first when you're walking or running, and then your foot rolls up onto your big toe, and your big toe takes most of the weight of your body, which can be bad for your feet and ankles. It can cause pain. If you want to check the wear of overpronation, you can check, and it'll be mostly the inside of your heel, and also mostly the big toe wrapping around a little bit. This is not normal. Well, it's normal, but it's not as normal as normal pronation, and can cause pain in your feet and ankles. Underpronation is when the outside of your heel hits the ground first. It's like that, and then your foot will roll up on the outside of your foot. So it'll roll up on the ground like that. This is also not very good for your lower body, especially your feet and ankles, but it's also a normal running form, so do not be worried if you do have that. If you want to check the wear to see if you have this, the outside of your shoe will have most of the wear, and the outside of your front also will have it. If you want to buy the proper shoe for these, for normal pronation, you want to buy a stability shoe, which would be like a Mizuno Wave Inspire 9. You can check out all these shoes that I'll be showing you on Mizuno.com. They have a wide variety. This isn't the only one. This is just their best support shoe, the best support stability shoe. But there's also many other kinds that they have. Just go to Mizuno.com and check them all out. If you have an overpronation, you either want the same Mizuno Inspire, or you want a control shoe, which would be like the Mizuno Wave Alchemy, which is also a very good shoe. Control and stability for overpronation, and for underpronation you want a neutral shoe, which would be like the Mizuno Wave Rider, which is like that one. These are all good shoes, and just depends on the style you have. A good way to check if you have overpronation, there's multiple ways. You can firstly look at your feet while you're staying on the ground, and if you have no arch on the inside of your, which would be on the inside of your foot, the arch. If you do not have an arch, then usually you'll overpronate, because if you have a flatter foot, you overpronate easier. Another way to do it is it's called the wet foot test. You go outside on a piece of pavement and get your feet wet, and then just walk normally. And then if you leave a imprint of your heel connected to the forefoot by a strip approximately half the width of your foot on the outside of the sole, and that will usually mean that you are overpronating too. Knowing your own personal pronation is crucial in choosing the proper running shoe, because once again it can cause pain, especially if you walk or run frequently. It can cause pain and cause you to be less healthy because you have to take breaks from exercising. You want to just make sure that you choose the right shoe, because it's very important, and